What's up, everybody? My name is Says, and welcome to another video. Today we are just going to be focusing on my eyes. We're going to do eyeliner and then eyelashes. This is because one of my friends requested that I do a video kind of focusing in on that because she'd like to learn better how to do eyeliner and how to put on eyelashes, which is something that I've been doing for about 5 years now. I don't do it as much as I used to because I have eczema right under my eyes, so I can't wear it every day, but I love eyelashes. I think they're such a fun accessory. I think that like a lot of people think wearing eyelashes is more of like a, you know, the reason girls wear makeup is, oh, they can't go without wearing makeup because blah, blah, blah. I think going without makeup is fine, but also I think makeup can be really, really fun, and eyelashes are such a cool thing, especially for someone like me who clearly, I don't look like I have eyelashes. They're so blonde, you can't see them, they're straight, they don't curl. So false eyelashes is just one of my favorite things in makeup. So I'm gonna get started. So to begin, I always start with eyeshadow primer. I use this one. I tend to get really oily eyelids, which is a problem when you're trying to wear eyeliner because it makes it smudge, and that's not cool. So I use about this much, and I'm just gonna pat it all over my eyelid. I pat it around, and then I pat it especially in this crease because that's where, you know, your eyes start to water. It gets in there pretty quickly, and then it can ruin your whole eyeliner deal. So I'm gonna put it all over here. Just pat it until you kind of feel that it's not really moving around anymore. So we're just gonna pat it into the other eye like this, all around. Making weird faces. All right, so that's about patted in. I want to make sure it's going out a little bit so we can make sure our eyeliner is not going to smudge on the edges. All right, so you really can't see it very much at all. It's pretty transparent. I almost dropped it. All right, so now we're going to move on to eyeliner. The one I use is Black is Black by L'Oreal. It's this 24-hour infallible eyeliner. So I'm just gonna wipe it on to both edges of the brush, both sides, trying to get the whole brush saturated. And then I kind of just like wipe it off on the edges. And I do this until I can get a sharp edge on the end of my brush. Since it's a sort of fluffy brush and we're trying to get a sharp edge on our eyeliner, we want to make sure the edge is as flat as possible. So I have it pretty flat. I'm taking a tissue and just pinching it a little bit and pulling. So now, as you can see, it's a pretty straight edge, which is exactly what I want. So I'm going to go back in and, trying not to ruin that straight edge, pick up some eyeliner. You want to kind of move this eyeliner around until it's kind of malleable, because if you just pick it up and try to put it on your eye, it's going to be tough to like glide it around. So I'm going to come in and I'm going to gently pull here. I'm going to start at about the middle and drag the eyeliner around. I typically go for like medium amount of eyeliner. It's kind of hard to talk and put this on at the same time, so I'm gonna shut up for a second. So it's kind of sliding on here. And then what I do, make sure that my brush is still flat. I try to make sure that I can get a straight line from here going out. So we're gonna start in the middle. I mean, not in the middle. We're gonna start towards the edge here. And then I'm gonna go out. And then I'm gonna start at the corner and I'm gonna go up. I'm very, very, very gently touching this on my skin. Like just enough to sketch it out, and then I'm filling it in. That's actually not bad. It's pretty much the shape I go for. Oops, oops. Made it too big. Alright, see, now I've made a mistake. So, we have to use some makeup remover. Everyone makes mistakes. Everybody has those days. I'm just gonna put a little bit of makeup remover on one side, put a little bit of spit on the other. Of course I can't make a makeup video like all those pros where they don't make mistakes. Just cleaning up that edge. Ouch. So, this is a little thicker than I would usually go for. But sometimes, you just gotta go with it. It's still a little wonky though. Oop, it's already getting on my eyelid. So I'm just gonna go in, sharpen it up. That's fine. Okay, so now that I have my eyeliner on top of my eye, we need to fill in our tight line, more our lash line, because as you can see, you can clearly see where my eyeliner stops. So in order to fix this, I'm just gonna put it all in my lash line. The goal here is literally only my lash line, and the tight line is just a casualty of that. After we do this, I'm gonna go back in and remove it from my tight line so it doesn't transfer down to my waterline. Okay, so now you can't see where it unattaches. So I'm just gonna take my finger that's clean and wipe it out of my tight line. Because no matter what I do, it always transfers down to my waterline and makes my eye look much smaller than it is. Sometimes when you do this, there's a chance that you're gonna rub it up onto here. It's fine. We're just gonna remove it from up there. All right, so now we can see, if you can see your skin color here, you've done pretty good. I like talking about this like I know what I'm doing, when in reality, I'm just winging it, bro. All right, so we just have a little bit of makeup remover here. You don't even need to hit all the spots because the tiny bit of makeup remover will kind of move around. If you're concerned about your eyelids really getting oily, you can always reapply the primer. You just will have a chance of accidentally rubbing the eyeliner away with it. Okay, now we're gonna do the other side. I can't decide what I want to do with this problem. We're going to remove the end, same thing we did on the other side. Because I went up a little bit too high. I'm going to turn this some more so that I can see what I'm doing. I'm removing the tip and then somewhat, into the inside. All right, that should probably be enough to get us on the right track. So I'm going to be more looking in my mirror. So it might be a little more difficult for you guys to see, but I'm just trying to get the right shape here. Maybe if we'll fill in the tight line. Okay, and then a little, I'm so afraid I'm gonna mess this up. Trying to make sure this is going straight across. Sometimes I do my eyeliner and it's like bam, bam, 5 minutes done. And sometimes, of course, when I go to film it, this happens. It just gets really difficult to get it right. So even when I've been doing eyeliner for years and years and years, there's definitely still plenty of room for it just being impossible to get right. That didn't really do anything. You know what? I think this is fine. We're done. All right, so I'm gonna clean this tight line. So this definitely is a little bit more full than I typically try to go for. I like small. I like when I can push up my eyelashes and it makes it hide most of it. I think I'm gonna change my eyelash choice. These are my go-to because they're nice and natural and small. But since our eyeliner is now more full than I was expecting it to be, we're gonna pick something more full to go with it. So today we're gonna use these. I used to buy these all the time, but they kind of changed the way that the lashes actually look, like how full they are and like the texture of the actual eyelash. So this is a brand new one of the version I don't like as much, but it's the only new pair I have. I'm gonna bend it a little bit because it's been stuck at like a half curve. We want to make sure it's really bendy and loose. And then I'm gonna hold it up to my eye to see how much I need to remove before I stick it on. And I know it doesn't really look like I need to remove it. I hate wearing lashes like this. Like this as in when they're not actually stuck and feel like they're gonna fall into your eye. It bothers me when they get really close here. So I know I need to remove about, from most eyelashes, I remove about this much off of all my pairs of eyelashes. It's just kind of the standard amount that works for me. All right, so that should be the right amount on both sides. Now, when I put it on, drag it back to the corner, it's more open here, and I feel like not only does that look better, but it doesn't bother this part of my eye. Here's the glue that I use. It's called Secure Hold. This glue is formaldehyde free, which is really good for me because I have a big problem with eyelash glue. If I'm not very, very careful with what I use and how I use it, it will make my entire eyelid swell up and be very itchy after I take off my eyelashes. So I started using this and just being a lot more careful with the way I was applying and removing my eyelashes. And it seems to have helped, so now I can wear them at least sometimes and not never again. I'm gonna put it on the back. And then I'm also going to be putting it closer to the front of the track so that I can push them up. It's hard to look at what I'm doing and show you guys. I'm gonna make sure I get it here. As you can see, the glue is kind of white, and we're not applying it so much that it looks white on the lashes. Like, it's a little white, but mostly transparent because we don't want to over apply the glue. This is the amount of glue I put on. And we're just gonna let it dry for a second. While it's drying, we're gonna put on mascara. This is for my left eye, so we're gonna start with my left eye. I use this biotin enriched mascara. I got it from a salon that does eyelash lifts and stuff. It's not waterproof, it's very gentle, and it's good for your eyelashes, which is why I like to use it. So I'm just gonna put enough to get it into my roots here, cover up all the blonde, and this also helps your eyelashes blend with the false lashes. I feel like these videos keep ending up a lot more serious than I'm wanting them to. I want it to be fun, and I get so like, this has to be good that I become serious, and while being serious is fine, I want to be fun. All right, so it's still pretty opaque, which means it's not dry enough yet. I want it to be almost see-through, and then I'll put it on my eye. So we're just gonna wait for that. Keep doing that bendy thing I was doing before to make sure it has some curve to it. Now you can see on the top, it's pretty much see-through. You can't really see the color anymore, so that's about good. I'm gonna use my tweezers. I have these Revlon tweezers. They're really nice. We are going to secure the lash. This hair is so stupid. All right, so we're just gonna gently place it right along our lash line and kind of gently pull on it until we can feel it's in the corner there. Then with our tweezers, we're gonna go in. Oop, I'm losing focus, oops. So I'm just making sure that it's really stuck on there. We're half done with this eye. Now we're gonna put glue on the other eyelash. So this has dried a little bit before I put this one on. Actually, I'm gonna put the glue on this one so that it can sit for a second. We're putting on the same amount as before on both sides of the track, not just the top or the back or the front. Because, I'm gonna show you why, we needed it on the back and the top so that it would stick initially to our lash here, but we need it on the front so that we can push this up. I'm gently pushing here, but we want it to really open up our eye. So now it's big and open. Look at the difference between my eyes right now. Look at this. This eye looks so closed. And as a bonus, we did this just perfectly. We can see how much eyeliner is on my eye right here. It's maybe a little less than 1/4 of an inch at the biggest. But if we look here, you can't see it. it connects right to my eyelashes because we pushed it up. So now we have this nice line that goes straight into our lashes. I think it looks a lot more natural that way instead of having a big lump of eyeliner. So that's how we do it. We're gonna do the other one now. This one, as you can see, still blue, right? Which means not ready. So we're gonna give it a minute. Help it dry off for a second. My hair, it's all over the place. I can feel the eyelashes hitting this part of my eye and it's driving me a little crazy, but I love eyelashes. Look how cool this is. Look at the difference. I literally look like I have a dead eye. Look at the difference it makes on your face. It has lifted this whole area of my face. Just looks nice. Well, this looks okay, and you really can see the work I put into this eyeliner. It's just not the same as having a nice big open eye. Anyways, this is still a little blue, but I think it's gonna be okay. So we're gonna put it on. Again, gently, trying to get it as close to my lash line as I can without putting it on top of my eyelashes. And then we're gonna go in with the tweezers and make sure that we've gotten it, oops. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Right in there. I don't want it on the eyeliner. I want it on my lash line. This one is fighting me. So this is the difference between when you push up your eyelashes and when you leave them where they sit. I think a lot of people leave them where they sit and that's fine. But in my opinion, when I put on eyelashes, I want it to go up since my eyelashes go straight all the time. I want my eye to lift open and I want it to not look like this. We'll do this. Like this is fine. But if I'm putting on eyelashes, I want to see eyelashes, right? Can we agree that you can barely see the lashes that we put on here? We'll get closer. Cover this eye. And you can still see all the eyeliner. Isn't that nice? So we give it a second because if I push up right away, it's just gonna move right off the lash line because the glue is still a little bit wet. So we always wait a couple seconds. This looks crazy. You'd think there's something wrong with this eye, but it's just the way it looks. So we're gonna push it up gently. And what I'm trying to do is push up without pushing the lashes to actually go up. I want them to stay down there and I want to push up. That's the goal. Because if you just push up, it also will come off your lash line. Woo! Look how big that is. Dang, girl. All right, so as we can see, these eyelashes are huge. I haven't worn anything this big for a while. All right, so that's all we're doing today. Just some eyeliner and some eyelashes. This is a pretty clean look. For the last couple years, I used to wear eyeshadow all the time. I would wear all these fancy looks, which I actually have been looking back into because I want to experiment more with them. But I am such a fan of just clean eyelids with eyelashes and eyeliner. It looks really nice. Wow. They're nice. These ones are huge. From far away, my eyes still look open and I look okay. And then I step close and it's like, BAM! Alright, yeah, I think that's about it. this looks insane. It really has been a while since I've worn big eyelashes. I've been wearing those natural ones for days. So that's it. That's the whole video. This was took a lot longer than I expected it to, and I still am working on becoming less awkward when it's just me and the camera. I say a lot and it screws with the editing. I just can't decide what I want to say. I have to stop more in the middle of my sentences because I keep talking and it drags. None of this is important. Oh my god. Anyways, alright, so that's about it. We're just doing the eyelashes and the eyeliner today. That's the completed look for the day. If you liked it, let me know. If you want more videos like this where I really explain what I'm doing rather than just jump cutting from thing to thing, let me know. I'm still trying to get a feel for the vibe of videos I want to go for, so if you have suggestions, please feel free to drop them and I will read them. For now though, I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna get this video edited. So I'll see you all later. Bye-bye. That's all we're gonna do today. I don't need to do any of this, although maybe I should cover up these dark spots, but it's fine. I'm not going to. I hope you all have a fantastic day. Bye. Bye-bye.